Hello, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. A quick introduction about myself. I'm a ServiceNow consultant. Been working with ServiceNow for quite a while now. I have been planning of sharing my knowledge that I've, you know, gained across my ServiceNow career with the community. And community has also helped me a lot throughout this time. So I think it's always good to give some things back. So here I am with my first video. Coming to today's video, today we'll be talking about the new error handling in Flow Designer that's come up in the Rome release. Error handling has been difficult with the Flow Designer since the start. Be something related to a PowerShell error, like mid server is down in terms of orchestration projects, and they can also be some simple errors which basically errors out of flow in and lands the flow in a limbo and it doesn't go anywhere, and it also does not update the ticket, and the user just had to reach out where my request is sitting at, or maybe like any kind of record which the flow the any kind of flow which is executing on a particular record just sits there doing nothing. So, coming back to this functionality, I will be walking you through. So, here's my developer instance, and what I'll be doing today is I will be walking you through. I've created a flow for a catalog item, and so here is that flow. So, catalog item is new email account, and I've just created a very simple flow where I'm just creating a catalog task, and I've kept an action for send email. I'm updating the particular requested item, and as you can see here at the bottom, so there is something new that we can see in the Rome instances, which is error handler. So I'll come to that part a bit later on, but right now, just to let you know, in this particular flow, in send email action, what I've done is in the two where I should be giving an email address or passing a value for a email address field for a user, I have just given a trigger table name reference, right? So trigger record, which is with a table name, it would be SC request item, which is a requested item. So it will be erroring out here, and I'll be walking through before the error and after the error, like with the error handling and without the error handling. So first of all, we'll be going without the error handling. So let's start. I will be going to service portal, request something. So I'll have this catalog item new email account wherein I just put in email address, preferred email address, and I do order now, check out. As you can see, my item is submitted now. And if I go to the fulfill view, I can see that the item is created. And if I open up the flow, we do have a catalog task which is waiting. So I'll go down. I will mark the catalog task as close complete. So once the catalog task is close complete, and if I go back to the flow, as you can see, as we have not passed the right value over here, you know, it has basically errored out. So email validation failed. Email contained the following invalid addresses as the request item. So it should have been something as an email address, but again, this is something that we have done to do this particular demo. So, and Now the flow lands up in an error state, and it shows up this error. Nothing happens post that. So update record did not run. Obviously, error handling is not active right now, so it also did not get executed. So this is what happens with a lot of cases, and there is no record, no field which gets updated when the flow errors out on the particular item as well. So in this case, primarily, this is reported to services by the user, and or whosoever is the record owner reports the issue, and that following down the line, it gets forwarded to the ServiceNow team to have a look at it, and then they go ahead and fix the issue, which is but it takes a bit of time, and technically no one is aware about the issue has occurred right now, like immediately. So if we go back to the flow now, if we make this error handling active, save it, activating the flow. Now once this is done, I will come back to the flow later. I will go ahead and I will submit the same item one more time. So once this is done, a new item is created. I will go back to the fulfiller view. We can close off this one. So once we land up in the fulfiller view, again we have got a flow connected to it, and we also do have a task. So first of all, I'll go ahead and close off the task. And now when we have closed the task, if I open up the flow, so now as you can see, this task, when it's completed and it comes to the send email action, it is not updated the flow with a state error. It has completed the flow and updated it as error caught. Also the action send email is updated with the error caught, right? And once this is done, update record is not executed as usual, but we have some other actions that got executed, which is create incident and updating the record. So in this particular flow, what I've done is I'm creating an incident for a particular team, and to action this request upon, to basically so that they are basically aware, then this particular request errored out, and I'm also updating the particular requested item with some work notes. So this request failed while processing. This is the incident number has been created and assigned to ServiceNow admin team. Now, when this happens, if I go back to the RITM, as you can see, there is a particular work note in here. The request failed while processing has been created and assigned to this team. So this helps basically, in immediate notification to the team that there is something wrong that's happened. An incident gets created, and if someone comes at this particular requested item, they can also see that something went wrong. That's why the request is not processed yet, and they can make some fixes, or they can do a retry, they can reticket the flow, and whatsoever they want to fix that particular issue, they can do it. But at least this gives us a good notification, and we are aware that something has went wrong. so that needs to be looked into. So this I feel is a really good feature that was missing from the Flow Designer. And as I work with Flow Designer uh, a lot, and I think this is the best feature that is released in Rome release, and I totally love this. Hoping to work on this soon as the customers update the instances to Rome. So, and in more depth, so in terms of this error handling, what we can right now, I've just kept a create incident and update requested item, but you can keep as many as action similar to what you can in a particular flow. You can, you know, just create a record, create a task, delete something, send an email, wait for whatsoever you want, and some global actions, like whatever you want. Similar to a flow, we can use in any actions that we want. We can also put in some logics here. If this happened, do this. If that happened, do. And also we can also call in some subflows. We can also create some generic subflows for error handling, uh, and we can use them. So yeah, this is pretty cool, and looking forward to working on this. Yes, so that's all for today. So do let me know if there is any feedback in the comments, and also let me know, if you guys want me to create some videos on uh, some contents. And thanks again. Uh, do like the video and subscribe my channel for future updates. Thank you. Bye.